There we go. So we're getting into the Mineski against MUFC Malaysian Invitational Dota 2 tournament here. Joined by Gods.
Yep, and this is round one of this 8-team tournament. It's a double elimination, best of one tournament until the grand finals. The grand finals is actually best of 5, so could be a lot of games there to cast. I assume the team from the winner bracket comes with a 1-0 lead to start with, but this is round one, and this is, for me, the two favourites of the tournament facing off in the first round, and we're seeing some interesting bands coming out right away. We've got MUFC on the DotA team, Mineski on the Radiant team, and first pick going to Mineski. And what is going on here, Charms, with these bands?
Really? So Enchantress banned out right away. That's interesting. You don't ever see that anywhere else. Like Enchantress, and I would say that would be a target ban if like MUFC kind of did it to Mineski. Like, you know, we don't want you to have this, but for Mineski to do it, it's kind of interesting.
Well, it makes sense to me because MUFC, they love their style of playing is having the either Chen or Enchantress in jungle and roaming around with that, pushing down towers. So banning heroes like them, I'm thinking we may even see a Chen ban as their next ban. They're probably definitely considering that. Although heroes like Prophet still in the pool. If they ban Chen and Enchantress, there's going to be so many strong heroes left in the pool. And
Night Stalker.
ES being banned by MUFC, there's going to be so many ridiculous heroes left in the pool. You've got the Prophet, you've got the Night Stalker, you've got the Anti-Mage. What is going on with these bans? This is just something I've never seen before, and it is very targeted. Ling on MUFC loves to play those jungle heroes like the Enchantress, and the Lich is going to be the other band, which is one of those strong heroes just because of that sacrifice skill, which does dominate his lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to see Night Stalker banned here. I think Night Stalker gets banned out.
Yep, Night Stalker gets banned out here, so that's not going to be there. And there we go.
There
so
it is.
They knew MUFC wanted either Chen or Enchantress. They said, okay, we'll pretend to leave Chen in the pool, but we're just going to first pick that Chen, not let MUFC pick it up. But if MUFC want to get a jungle hero there, they're still Prophet, they're still Enigma. I mean, those two heroes, as we talked about earlier, the Dota 2 Star Championship in Kiev
23 and 1 combined.
Yeah, they had just the best win rates of any heroes in the tournament. So I'm expecting to see one of those heroes on the MUFC team, especially that Prophet pick, which was banned more than any other hero at that tournament as well.
I think we see a Windrunner picked up here, and then something like Tidehunter. I wouldn't be too surprised to see. Tidehunter's been popular lately, but then again, that's European. But he has been making a definite splash, no pun intended, in the Dota 2 scene right now.
Yeah, I definitely.
I really didn't mean anything by that.
It's that time of the morning. I'm on here on 2 hours of sleep, and you're going to bring bad puns my way. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm expecting the Windrunner as well. It is one of those heroes that MUFC do fit into their lineups a lot of the time. And wow, AA Prophet. So they're going to be going with the Prophet pick. No surprise there. The Ancient Apparition. I was expecting probably a Windrunner instead, but AA is just going to be so powerful, and it's a great counter to Chen because the AA ultimate stops those heals from working. And that is going to be something that Mineski are going to be relying on to keep their heroes alive. But up against an AA ultimate, they are going to be in a bit of a tough situation.
That does leave like Windrunner. I would see like the Radiant now taking Windrunner because they are going to need somebody to solo in one of the side lanes.
Yeah, and it is a hero that Mineski like to use as well. I mean, we're going to see Windrunner, heroes like the DK, and wow, Venture Spirit picked up. So, I mean, if I saw these two lineups and was told this is MUFC versus Mineski, I would have said MUFC have the VS and champ. Those are two heroes that MUFC will pick up every game they can. And we're seeing it on the Mineski team here, which is just like, where did that come from? So now Mineski pretty much need 3 solos or 2 solos and a carry of some sort. They like to use, I mean, they like Slardar, DK, Queen of Pain. There's a lot of heroes they can go for. They go for the... So that is definitely the right... I think it's a good pick here. Smart pick. Great against those
strong
heroes, the AA as well as the Prophet.
Oh, there's your Slardar.
Why not, man? It's nice. The amp damage early on against the Anti-Mage is just so powerful. It's going to force the Anti-Mage going for a Mantis Soul, although it is an item he tends to go for anyways because of the pushing power and just the attack speed you get from it just gives... and the mana drain as well. So he's going to have to go for a fast Mantis style up against the Slardar to get rid of the amp damage and drain Slardar's mana. But as far as Anti-Mage versus Slardar, sure, Anti-Mage can drain his mana, but he's going to struggle to kill Slardar if Slardar can get farmed and tank the hell up.
And you got that bash. You got to think of that Slardar bash. Like, you can't get lucky with it.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to see Prophet probably farming the jungle, going for that fast sheep stick, and that could really be used to shut down this anti-mage. And going to be interesting to see whether or not they try put up a strong lane against the anti-mage, who I presume is going to be at the bottom lane with the Vengeful Spirit, the Chen in that bottom jungle, and then Mineski looking to pick up a solo mid as well as a solo in that long lane in the top lane. So expecting MUFC to just ban some sort of side lane solo heroes, mid solo heroes like the Windrunner who's still in the pool. I don't think Windrunner's going to get out of this banning stage here. Maybe seeing Queen of Pain or Weaver being banned as well. Those two heroes still in the pool here. Although I don't think Mineski would pick up a Weaver against a Slardar.
Rasta banned out, huh?
Yep, I think they're definitely fearing this MUFC pushing with the Prophet. Yes. I mean, Anti-Mage needs to get that farm up, and will take some time. So we're going to see him. We're going to see Mineski banning some of those sort of more push-oriented heroes, which is that Rasta, and maybe see them banning something like a Venomancer next even.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what about Venomancer with his wards being able to push really strong there? I think Venomancer may be the next one. If you were to tell me MUFC and Mineski after the first ban, first pick would not have a Windrunner involved, I wouldn't have believed you.
I would not as well, man. That's because you look back to Dota 1, look at SMM, the heroes they picked. They picked Windrunner like every game it was available, and here they are in Dota 2 just saying, no, we don't want the Windrunner. The metagame, because of the different hero pool, heroes just changes completely. I mean, because of the fact you don't have some of those hard carries, the Shadow Demon, not Shadow Demon's not hard carry, but like the Lycan, the Syllaben not in the pool, and because sort of utility heroes like Shadow Demon's not there, I mean, it changes everything else you want to pick up. And as a result, Windrunner is not going to be seen. Beastmaster actually getting banned by MUFC, and that is no real surprise, although I don't think Mineski were planning on picking that one up.
I mean, they could have, though, because they could solo him in the long or the middle lane. So, a Lion banned out. Okay. I mean, I guess they could have put that in, like, a tri-lane with the Slardar and, like, Ancient Apparition if they wanted to do something with Furion soloing. Or
looking at what they basically banning Lion and Shadow Shaman, it's banning two of the heroes with heavy disables. Both those heroes have two strong disables, Lion with Impale and Hex, I believe it's Hex or Voodoo, and Rasta with the Hex as well as Shackle. So they're obviously scared for their anti-mage getting disabled, so they're just banning those heavy disablers and going to limit MUFC's options here. But the Windrunner is still in the pool, and Shackle Shot is a very nice tool against an anti-mage.
So we're going to wait to see the last ban here coming out of MUFC. See who they want to take out of the fight. It's really like, where do you think Mineski's going to go with their solo here, right? Like, where do you think they're going to go with their... They need a solo mid. Then what? They need a long lane solo? So do you ban out like a Windrunner here?
I would ban out a Windrunner for sure. Either Windrunner or Puck ban here. They may go for a Puck. Puck could go to that top lane. As far as what Mineski is thinking here, I don't think they're going to go for something like a DK. They already have enough carry power in the anti-mage. They're going to be looking for sort of more utility solo heroes. So looking at like heroes like Puck, Windrunner.
There it is.
Mech. There you go. Windrunner picked up. The Priestess of the Moon was actually banned, which is sort of another popular hero for Mineski. But Mineski knew right away Windrunner was there. That's what they wanted.
Yeah,
and Windrunner could go mid or top. They could still pick up a hero like Puck, and with an anti-mage's carry, picking up another utility hero in Puck could be a good idea. But they still could see one of the sort of trademark heroes like a Queen of Pain picked up as well.
Viper picked up there.
Wow. Okay. I'm liking this so far. It's something different coming out of MUFC. That's the one thing my team's noticed training against these Asian teams. They like to pick Viper. They've been picking Viper quite a lot.
I like that Viper pick. So we're gonna see a solo Dazzle? Carry Dazzle?
Solo mid Dazzle. I'm hoping that's Jules playing the solo mid Dazzle, man. That would be awesome. This is gonna be a solo mid Dazzle. That's what I'm calling. Solo mid Dazzle, Windrunner top, VS anti-mage at bottom with that Chen in jungle.
Yeah.
And Dazzle is one of those strong solo mid heroes. He definitely works better in sort of push strats, but they're going to have a lot of heals. But the problem is this Maya team has a lot of killing power. The heals aren't going to help against an AA ultimate. AA ultimate can guarantee some kills, where they've got the global power with the Prophet who can TP every 20 seconds. they're going to be able to pick up kills. So Mineski are really going to have to play very tight and have some good wards up so that they don't get picked off by the AA ultimate and Prophet basically having the global ganking power.
I think Puck would actually be a decent pick here by the Dire. But Tidehunter's picked up. There we go. Making a splash into the competitive scene. You see him again. So I guess the Southeast Asian teams have seen Tidehunter. He's so strong. He's going to be so good. So are they going to solo? What are their lanes going to be?
I'm thinking solo. I mean, they haven't really got any hero that can solo bottom, so I think they're going to have to put two, maybe a dual lane bottom, maybe even their tri-lane at bottom, and have the Prophet soloing either mid or top. We may see something like a Tide AA Slada tri-lane at bottom.
Yeah, that's what I think. Infurion solo top.
That's a bit unconventional, though. Definitely having two melee heroes in a tri-lane in that long lane is not going to be easy for the Slada to farm, although they are up against the VS AM dual lane. The Chen will be coming out, though, to apply pressure and give them a hard time. But, I mean, Tide Slada, they're tanky melee heroes. They should be able to hold their own and survive some ganks if they just fight back. They've got the Gush Cold Feet combo to lock heroes in place, and they've got some killing power.
So, you want to go ahead, since you are the Mineski fanboy, you want to go ahead and tell us who everyone is playing?
On the bottom left side, we have got Mineski Power Color. We've got Jules playing the Anti-Mage, playing their hard carry. We've got Chen being played by Woots. What looks to be a solo Dazzle being played by Jay. We've got RR playing the Vengeful Spirit. And finally, on your Windrunner is going to be Mei, heading into that top lane to solo. And I'll give you to introduce the boys from Malaysia.
Yeah, so we're going to have MUFC here, and you're going to see two effing good playing your AA. You're going to have Sharky on the Slardar, Net playing on your Tidehunter, heading middle. Looks like the solo is going to be Ling on your Nature's Prophet, and you're going to have soloing top KYXY on the Viper.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this Anti-Mage with that early Quelling Blade, is eating through some trees. And wow, a bit of a display on the mini-map as well. And Anti-Mage is doing a bit of scouting here. He's going to see this Tide AA Slada lane, and Mineski may say, okay, we don't want Anti-Mage against this tri-lane, we're going to put our Anti-Mage at mid, so they may switch it up, but Dazzle against tri-lane is not going to be any better. Dazzle cannot survive against that tri-lane, and we will see, I think, just the VS and AM having to tough it out at this bottom lane. Bit of a Mexican showdown at this
yeah, you
jungle.
See that? Look at him cutting down the trees with the Cullen blade.
Jules putting on a show, doing what Filipinos do best and trolling the viewers. And we will see him heading to that bottom lane. We've got an Obs Ward blocking both the pulls there, so that's going to limit Chen's jungling ability with the creep pull, as well as that big neutral camp being blocked off, and one Obs Ward put behind the tower to give some added vision so they know just who is actually at that bottom lane. And Tide AA heading mid early, looking for an early level 1 gank on this Dazzle at mid, who has got that Poison Touch level 1. He's going to have to be very, very careful. Are you with me, Charms? You've gone very quiet all of a sudden, Charms. I can't quite hear you.
Oh, did it go quiet on you there?
There we go. There we go. Yep, you're fine now.
We did catch the first blood there. I did not miss that. Ling got first blooded there by the Chin, picking up the kill with the gank there. Nicely executed.
Yeah, VS Chen have some very, very nice combo. It doesn't really matter what creep you get. You get a shockwave, and that's 100 damage, which is enough to get you a kill in most situations. Anti-Mage still spamming that Quelling Blade at bottom, just making all the escape routes so that you can have them for later use. And we are going to see Vengeful Spirit pop up that Obs Ward to give vision into this little jungle at near the bottom lane to give Anti-Mage the safest time possible farming.
Yeah, absolutely. You see this Anti-Mage getting a little bit of harassment here. They throw Cold Feet on him. Tried to get the Slaughter stun, but it didn't matter. Now the Vengeful Spirit's going to head in here just so they know she's there, along with the Chin. It looks like they may actually apply a little pressure here. Should we come up and push the wave a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, just Chen's presence there is going to sort of stop them from harassing the Anti-Mage too much. Just give him a bit of a room to farm. And Chen is quite happy to give him that. That creep actually gives 3 HP regen per second, so that's basically a free ring of regen for the Anti-Mage when it's around. So that is definitely useful if he's getting harassed a lot.
Yeah, I agree completely. So nice move there by Woots coming over here, helping out the AM a little bit. You see middle. Jay's doing a pretty good job in that mid lane up against the Furion. Looks like Jay's going to get that Ring of Bacillus here pretty soon. Looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, Ring of Bacillus is a great item to have on Dazzle. It benefits so much from the armor and mana regen, as well as, I mean, you get so much more pushing power because of the plus armor aura on your creeps. And we will see possibly another gank going in at mid. The VS is looking for a stun. Anti-Mage blinks in, and they're not going to find a stun. The Chen safety is not going to be a whole lot of use in initiating that gank. Need something like an ensnare or a stun they are to get that gank working.
Yeah, absolutely. Bottom lane is definitely 3v3. We do see the Slardar get initiated on here. Jules blinks on the other side of him, trying to get the last hit. And yes, Jules is going to get the last hit there. The Tidehunter is going to get the last hit on the Vengeful Spirit, though. So a bit of an exchange here, but a kill for the AM, always worth it.
Prophet has TP'd in, but Prophet in a lot of trouble. Picks up a kill, but Anti-Mage's going to finish him off. Anti-Mage picks up a kill on the solo Prophet, and that's 2 kills for the Anti-Mage. A 2-for-2 trade there, I believe. And Mineski are going to be very happy with that, because their Anti-Mage got 2 kills. They survived the whole fight. They picked up a kill on the solo mid Prophet, and that is a 2-for-2 trade, but Mineski definitely getting the better of that situation there.
Yeah, absolutely. Mineski picking up a double kill on Jules, already giving him basically at 1,300 gold. I think he's going to have that Vanguard here in like 3 or 4 minutes. So it's going to be a ridiculously quick Vanguard coming out of him with that early double kill. Is he going to go Vanguard, or is he going to go Hood, Vite Booster into like Manta?
I think he's going to go for a Vanguard this game. The alternative build is going for Ring of Health into Treads and then using the Ring of Health for a Battle Fury, but I think this game he's going to need a Vanguard. The Slardar, the Ancient Apparition, that sort of combo with the stun cold feet, you need a Vanguard just to survive, and against amp damage, Vanguard is very useful as well.
Yeah, it's so good that...
We're actually going to see a gank coming in possibly by the Tidehunter, as Viper's hit level 5, about to hit level 6, but I think Windrunner actually scouted out that Tidehunter there. But Windrunner having a tough time up against this Viper, who does have about 10 CS more than him.
Yeah, and you're going to see this VS get spotted here. The AM's going to blink over, does see the courier, nothing going to happen there. Chen's going to come up the side ramp, and just come down and attack a few times. But it was spotted out, so nothing to really worry about yet.
Yeah. But once again, Chen getting another save here, which probably not what he's after, but I mean, I mean, early on, don't have to go too much for kills. They can just focus on controlling the lane, getting this Anti-Mage Vanguard up, and once he has Vanguard, if he gets Vanguard at 6-7 minutes in, he's unkillable. I mean,
he's basically got it. He's 400
He can't
gold
die
off.
until there's an amp damage coming into play. He's not going to die with a Vanguard. I mean, I could eat my words there, but I don't think he's going to die. And they're actually going to go for an early tower push here, as they are spamming off, auto-attacking down this creep wave, and with this Satyr there as well, giving them that HP regen. This could see this T1 tower at bottom going down very, very quickly, and Dazzle is at bottom as well.
This is why I 100% agree with going some type of jungler, either Chin or Enchantress. Anytime you have like a heavy carry such as AM or Spectre, because you're going to push towers, and it's going to give them that early gold. It's going to give them that early tower gold, which is so useful when building up items.
This Dazzle has got his ultimate. Many Dazzles don't get their ultimate at level 6, but it's definitely worth getting. And you see this Slardar has minus 11 armor for a second there. I mean, that at level 1, you're getting Hero's armor down so low, and Mineski with a team that is quite a bit of physical damage. I mean, Chen, his creeps do physical damage, Anti-Mage physical damage, so the minus armor from the Shadow Priest ultimate can be really useful early on in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually see, we're going to see a quick Battle Fury come out of Jules here. That's what he's doing, because he went the Perseverance, actually.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Not even picking up treads. I definitely think you do well to pick up some treads. Going straight Battle Fury, it sort of limits what you can actually do in lane. I mean, if you get a Vanguard, you're useful in lane because you're unkillable. If you go treads into Battle Fury, then you can actually do something with the treads, giving you attack speed, HP, but straight B Fury without any kind of treads is not the most effective build, I feel, at times.
Yeah, we actually see a lot of farm coming out of KYXY in that top lane. Right now, he's sitting at the most in the game with 40 CS. 11 more than anyone, being Jules and Jay, both with 29 on Mineski right now.
Yeah. Windrunner just left that top lane entirely. I think because at one point Windrunner had half of the Viper CS. It was like 24-12, and with the Shadow Priest moving bottom, Windrunner said, "Okay, I'll take mid. We're going to give this Viper free farm, see what he can do." They're basically saying they don't think the Viper's going to be able to carry and stop this push. And Viper isn't a great anti-pushing hero, and we're going to see Mineski pick up another tower at mid here by the looks of it.
Yeah, see, yet again, getting that early gold to that Anti-Mage. I think that's why he's taking the risk of going a quick Battle Fury as opposed to Vanguard. So I think he's going to get, I think he's planning on getting that Vanguard really, really quick. Oh, and actually, wow, the VS came back and got the last hit on the tower. I thought maybe the Viper would deny it there. But KYXY
Viper's TP'd in, going to take out this Vengeful Spirit, and Chen going to be in a bit of trouble as well here as Viper goes on to the next hero. Viper picking up some early treads, doing a lot of damage, going to get ensnared and is nearly out of mana. And we do see Tidehunter pick up another, picks up the Dazzle, and they were looking for more. Prophet has TP'd, blocking, trying to just keep himself alive. He's on 100 HP, and Viper will catch up to this Windrunner. No, they let Windrunner go. Chen actually picked up the kill on the Nature's Prophet, and Anti-Mage is chasing the AA, so a bit of a scrappy fight here, and Chen popping that heal to keep this Anti-Mage alive, and we will see Anti-Mage just blink out into near safety.
The problem right now, nobody on MUFC really has mana to do anything. Like, all of them are pretty low.
I mean, AM had only enough mana for one more blink. Windrunner only has 100 mana, which is one spell.
So they were all kind of just posturing up there. Like, they were like, I'll shoot you in the face. And they're like, no.
Yeah. I think that's why that fight was so messy, just because heroes used up all their mana at the start. No one really died except for the Vengeful Spirit going down to the Viper. And then suddenly it was a 4v5 or 4v4 fight where no one had mana, and it was just a bit of a mess. But no team really coming out on top, as we did see VS go down as well. VS and Dazzle go down, and then on the MUFC side they did lose their Nature's Prophet. And wow, top lane this Windrunner has picked up phase boots as well as magic stick now, so gonna get that extra movement speed. Gonna be looking to make the 4-staff next. And Nature's Prophet going for some early power treads, but I feel like this Nature's Prophet has yet to get too involved. I mean, he was soloing that middle lane. At the moment he's got 3 deaths and just the 1 kill, but he hasn't been all that effective in his ganking.
Well, he did TP bottom and helped get a kill, but then he died and gave the AM a double kill, and I think that made him a little passive. I think he was kind of like, whoa, I really don't want to do that again, TP in and give up another kill. So I think he's been trying to like get some type of sustainability, so he's going those treads, and he'll probably switch him over to power treads when he goes in. But I don't really know what he's going to go. He didn't get a quick hand of Midas, which you would think, if he was going to go like maybe farm wise, maybe a quick hand of Midas. But I don't think like MUFC really plays that style. But maybe like a medallion, or something that's like early to mid game useful.
Wow, we actually see Slaughter picking up a bracer. That's how desperate he is just to get some early HP items. And going to go onto this Dazzle. They want to take out this Dazzle before he can cast a spell. Dazzle does not have the Shallow Grave. And they will take out 2 immediately. Windrunner goes down. This Vengeful Spirit in a lot of trouble. The Viper, the Prophet do take him out. And Chen going to be next. That's 4 kills for MUFC. A huge fight for them.
Wow.
Meanwhile, AM farming away at bottom, but still, that's going to turn into at least 1 tower at top as well.
4 for 0 right there. What a huge exchange between MUFC and Mineski. MUFC coming out on top there. Really nice ultimate landed by the Ancient Apparition on that play. Yo, they did all that. Hey, they did all that without Ravage. Just saying. Just saying.
So they could theoretically just keep pushing this top lane. Tide's going to hit... Oh, he's not going to have level 6 for this push, I don't think. Sharing XP between 5 heroes, he's not going to hit that level 6 all that soon, but this... I mean, there's Mineski are banking on this Anti-Mage to carry them at the moment, and I feel he'd be better off. I mean, he'd be more effective if he did have those treads up. He will farm quickly once he gets that B Fury. He can just blink between neutral camps and get the mana regen. And we do see Slaughter throw down a stun on the AM. AM forced to blink out, but gets taken down very, very low at bottom lane.
See, that's the thing with Slaughter. He hits that stun on you, gets 1 or 2 off, maybe bashes you once or twice, and he does a lot of damage. Like he does with that minus armor, he does some right-click damage. And AA not going an early Vanguard, like he's gonna be really, really squishy.
I mean, Slaughter has no mana. All he can do is cast 1 amp damage on Anti-Mage, but if he amps the Anti-Mage, then suddenly, well, oh no, this is trouble for him though. He's got no mana. He's gonna, he's got a magic wand, so he uses magic wand sprint, and that magic wand is just so crucial against an Anti-Mage. So you just basically save up 10, 15 charges. So once you get down to 0 mana, you can just use magic wand, then instantly use either sprint or stun, so you can get away.
It's kind of like Arcane Boots against AM. Like, if you have Arcane Boots, Magic Wand, hit 0, pop them both, he uses his ultimate. Yep. Oh, man. It's the best feeling in the world.
Tide putting down a lane ward, and they want this Windrunner. AA ultimate going to come in. They've got both Tide and Prophet here. Windrunner going to be in a bit of trouble here. Trying to get down. Needs a couple more hits from the Prophet. They will come, and nice little shackle shot, but it's not going to matter for much. And Tide also getting that very important lane ward out of that top lane as well.
Nicely done there again. Like, again, my MUFC playing really, really strong now. We are going to see maybe a gank come in here in minutes. You see the VS working his way onto, yes, a nice ensnare there out of the Chin creep. And then you're going to see a stun by the VS. Down goes this Viper with one more attack. A Ravage comes in here by net. They're going to go ahead and try to get this Chin. 1-2 more attacks. The Chin ultimate goes down. Down goes the Tide Hunter. Down goes the Ancient Apparition, picking up the kill on the Chin there. Now the Vengeful Spirit in a bit of trouble. So much heal. So much heal right now. Vinge is going to stun that Slaughter with an ensnare.
Does have the grave now, keeping that Vengeful Spirit alive. Just needs to keep that tree off him, and he will do so.
Prophet teleports in and last hits the Vengeful Spirit.
Wow. He's got to be mad.
He's got to be so mad. Like, you just want to type in all chat, you mad?
That was... I thought Mineski were looking really bad at the start of that fight. Then suddenly Chen used mech and ultimate, and then suddenly they were looking not so bad. I mean, they weren't going to win the fight, but once Chen used mech and ulti, they weren't doing as bad as they liked. And bottom lane, Anti-Mage in a bit of trouble. This Prophet's hitting creeps, so why isn't he hitting the Anti-Mage? But they do manage to finish him off. But Prophet losing control of his hero for a second there, hitting some creeps instead of the Anti-Mage. But they did manage to pick up the kill, and that goes to show how squishy this Anti-Mage is against. I mean, with just straight Battle Fury. He has nothing except Battle Fury, Branches, and Quelling Blade.
When that minus armor was on that Anti-Mage and that Slaughter attacked him, he just hit him for about 110 damage. Like, no, like 100, 110 damage. Like, hit him for almost, like, a bar. Like, a half a bar? That was a lot of damage.
It hurts, it hurts.
He's just so squishy without a Vanguard. I don't know about the early Battle Fury.
I mean, it's basically saying that Mineski want to take this to late game, and the faster you get up that Battle Fury, the faster you get up your next big item, the faster you get up your Mad Star, the faster you get up your Butterfly. But you need those treads, and those treads actually help you farm faster, which is why you go treads before you get that Battle Fury.
Wow, we do actually see Anti-Mage pick up a kill there on Sharky, and up top we see Chin pick up a kill on the Tide Hunter. And now this Ancient Apparition may be in a little bit of trouble if they get a Shackle Shot off, and they do. Looks like 2F and Good is going to go down. The Chin's going to get a kill. So that's a mega kill. Wow, that's a lot of gold there for the Chin. It's going to make his
bottom lane.
Anti-Mage
gets taken out again.
Wow.
I mean, he picked up that kill, but then he got taken out by the Prophet, and that is not going to be something he's too happy about, as he is, I mean, looking to try and carry this game.
This Chin doing so well and having so much extra gold, like, it's always nice when your support, like, has good items. Like, he's gonna have a mech, maybe work his way into a pipe or another supportish item.
That's what happened. It's just because they've been pushing down all these towers, getting those tower gold, and then having a Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit's the main support. Chen probably hasn't bought any obs or courier, or flying courier since the start. He would have bought either the courier or obs at the start, but since then it's probably been Vengeful Spirit being their only real supporter, and Chen just farming up the mech, farming up going to be looking to farm up and possibly a drums next, and just going for those aura items, maybe even looking at a Vlad's on Chen to give the lifesteal aura to the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. KYXY, who had so much farm, like so much CS, right now he has a Vanguard's Treads and a Magic Wand.
Yeah, he's slowed down a lot.
He's got 85 CS, but he's only 5 more now than Jules. Like, Jules has caught up a ton.
Who's the one hero that is looking to be quite deadly for MUFC is this Prophet, who is going to get that Scythe of Vith up fairly soon, which is just going to be oh so useful against this Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is going to have to try to get that Man Style up just to prevent himself from being hexed and picked off. But we will see, I mean, just about 1,500 gold more, and this Prophet will have that Scythe of Vith.
Yeah, and then you're going to have that along with Slaughter Stun and the minus armor on him the whole time while they're right-clicking him. That's going to be a lot of damage going on to that Anti-Mage.
Yeah, that's the problem with the MUFC. It's not that it's the problem, but that's the one of the issues with the MUFC draft. They have no way of initiating on the AM if they want to kill him. If they go to gank him, he can just blink out. None of their stuns are in. Slaughter has to walk in, so by the time he's in rage, unless he has a blink dagger, you can't stun the AM. Cold feet, you can't really. It doesn't stun him right away. So a sheep stick is a perfect way to initiate on the AM if they are trying to gank him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I imagine we'll pick up some treads here. Does have enough gold for them. Does desperately need them. And considering you're going to get treads anyways, you may as well have just gone those before the Battle Fury. That's the that's sort of some interesting reasoning there.
An actual regen room picked up there by the AA. Just scooped it up there before the Vengeful Spirit. Saw it with a reward. You do see bottom, the Anti-Mage doing a little bit of right-click damage to the Tidehunter, and Ancient Apparition Ultimate going to come in here, and then a Ravage goes in, and then a Furion Ultimate on top of the AA. They could actually maybe 1 or 2 more right-clicks. No, I think the Anti-Mage is going to get out of that, yeah.
I think Prophet was predicting him to blink backwards, but he kind of blinked to the side, and Prophet TP was not in the right spot to where Anti-Mage blinked to. If Prophet TP to the place where Anti-Mage blinked, if he guessed right there, we would have seen Anti-Mage possibly going down to some Prophet DPS. As that was a wasted Ravage, and that creates an opportunity for Mineski to look for a team fight or even a push here, as no Prophet ulti, no AA ulti, no Tide ulti for the next sort of 15-20 seconds. At least on the AA ultimate in 5, Prophet ultimate in 20, but Tide ultimate 110 seconds off.
Wow, 104 CS now on Jules, getting that CS quite high. He's past up Viper now, dude.
Yeah, and we do see a 4-star being picked up on Windrunner, and let's see what other item-wise we have. Chen picking up a Bracer. He's going to go for that Drums by the looks of it. VS going for the Urn of Shadows. Hasn't quite managed to farm all that. Is mostly focusing on wards at the moment. And Dazzle going for an Ag Scepter. That's I mean, not too surprising of an item build, and he's only 1,500 gold off it, and that's going to be absolutely huge. I mean, up against the Slaughter with the minus armor, having the Dazzle Ag Scepter where you can use it on your heroes as well as the enemy heroes could really negate that amp damage from Slaughter a lot and help keep the Anti-Mage alive, as we will see Tidehunter get caught out. He has no Ravage. He's going to go down very, very quickly and gets picked off there. Dazzle getting the last hit, and we will see Windrunner looking for another. No, he backs off, and Mineski are just going to look to push down this middle tower as Anti-Mage free farms at bottom.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having Chin. You got those extra creeps in. It's kind of like an extra hero or two pushing along with you, and that allows Anti-Mage to stay bottom and still be able to efficiently push middle with Chin and his creeps.
I mean, Mineski seem to have this strat worked out. They're just going to be fighting as 4, pushing as 4, while Anti-Mage does his own thing, just free farming away, but he does have a Prophet in the lane now who he has to watch out for. But because Prophet's bottom, it means Mineski are getting mid-tower, which will give Anti-Mage some gold anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another tower down. That's more gold in the pocket of that Anti-Mage. That's all he wants. Look at him. He's at 1,700 gold now. He has his treads. He has his Battle Fury. And you see a grouping here of Mineski up on the secret shop area of the dire side of the map. The Furion trees are going to spot him out, though.
And Sharky at top with the Slaughter is at 2k gold. I'm maybe just going to go for a Blink Dagger here because they do maybe want some more initiation if possible to kill that Anti-Mage. And Mineski just going to take down another tower.
Wow.
And we will see Anti-Mage probably just TP top afterwards and basically free farm the top lane now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You see the purple teleport happening here. Anti-Mage is just going to head up there and start farming. Sharky farmed his way to the Blink Dagger, though. You were correct, sir.
And this is where Anti-Mage can get out of control. They've suddenly pushed 2 tier 2 towers, and Anti-Mage just picking up a lot of farm at this top lane is just going to get very, very quickly. But Slaughter is waiting for him. We're going to see a Prophet TP, an AA ultimate, and a gank attempt on this Anti-Mage, I think.
Yeah, and the Anti-Mage did pick up his Vlads. I don't know if you saw it, but he did pick up a Vlad straight away.
He's got sheep. He's got sheep.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're going to get him. Stun it. Bam, they got him. Nice combination there. That was really nicely executed.
I know, like the Battle Fury Vlad's build is popular and is one of their common builds, but I feel like, I mean, against this Prophet Hex, that kind of combo with the AA anywhere on the map, Anti-Mage needed to go for something where it could tank out faster, whether it's a Vanguard or just straight into that Manta style, but even a Manta style would not have saved him there. So just such a tough game for an anti-mage when he basically can't be alone anymore because of that Slardar, Blink, and Prophet Sheepstick. He has to stick with his team now, or really be careful that he is farming somewhere where it's safe.
He really needs he needs to pick up some type of HP item. He needs to pick up, I mean, even if it's just a Fight Booster right now, he needs just a bit more survivability. Really hurting now. Like, I mean, all they did was Hex, AA ultimate, Slardar stun, and 1 or 2 attacks, and the anti-mage was dead. Like, he didn't even get a chance to blink once. You know, if they're able to just combo him down that quickly, he's just going to blow up in team fights.
Yeah, absolutely. The good news for Mineski is they've got this Winran at bottom lane who's actually getting some farm now. Winran had a very slow start, but does now have around 2k gold. We'll probably be looking to make a Sheepstick next. And, I mean, Mineski, they've got a big advantage with all these towers done. I mean, having a look at the gold advantage, they're up by 3k gold, which isn't massive for 23 minutes, but it's clear advantage, and that's all because of all those towers they pushed down.
Oh,
Top lane, once again.
Oh, wow.
Rinse, Dazzle was waiting for it.
Yeah, but I think after Shallow Grave goes off, this Ancient Apparition ultimate's going to proc, maybe? No, it's not.
No, it's not. He graved at such a point where by the time the grave was off, the AA ultimate was... And Antimate's just going to get healed back up, and does have the Vlads as well, so... He's actually... this is looking really good for Mineski with those two... Killing Slardar and Prophet, those are the 2 key heroes. Viper being the other key hero who does now have a BKB. As soon as they get this... As soon as MUFC get this mid tower, we will see a BKB on Viper, but Mineski are going to pick up the final tier outer tower and see a lot of gold coming their way.
Yeah, I mean, now at this rate, now you are actually going to see the Ancient Apparition take a lot of damage here, and he is going to go down with one more attack there from the Dazzle. The Hasted Dazzle is going to pick up the kill there on 2F and good. And then he's going to go ahead and pick up another rune. What did he pick up?
He's got Invis. He just ran into 3 heroes, like Tide, AA, Viper. He just ran into them alone and killed the AA because of that haste rune. Like, he just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it just didn't matter. He just ran in, right-clicked a few times, and just ran out. And then picked up an Invis rune. It's like, what's up? And they are going to actually maybe go for Roshan here? I don't know if there's a posturing out.
Spirit does run into Slardar. Vengeful Spirit is going to go down here. And we will see. Chen, oh wow, Chen actually comes in, saves him, sends it back to base. The swap is there as well. And Prophet, Slardar in the middle of this, a big Tide Ravage. Anti-Mage's going to be looking to do some big damage here, as we do see Grave on the Chen, keeping him alive, and Anti-Mage is just doing so much damage here. Tide, no Ravage, Slardar low on mana, and MUFC are just limited in what they can do here. The Viper's doing a lot of damage, so looking to take out this Windrunner, and we will see a buyback from the Anti-Mage as he gets taken out, and Mineski now on the back foot as they're retreating, getting taken out one by one, but Anti-Mage is back in the fight.
Yeah, but Anti-Mage is so paper thin, it doesn't really matter. He's taking so much damage right now. Now the Shadow Pierce in a bit of trouble. Jay trying to get out of here as Cold Feet has been cast on him. Looks like Furion's trying to get enraged for a Hex here. You do see Arcane Boots and then a Sprout onto the Shadow Priest. And it looks like they are going to take Jay down, but a Shallow Graves casted at the last second.
This Anti-Mage needs to be careful. They've got Sheep on the Prophet. There we do see Sheep coming out. Oh, this I think Anti-Mage should be okay. Yep, he blinks out. The Chen ultimate heal, like huge shackle shot. We're going to see this Prophet get taken out. Anti-Mage with an ultimate, a rather unneeded ultimate, and this fight just so back and forth. Tide comes back in, takes out Vengeful Spirit, but Anti-Mage with a double kill. The buyback's all worth it now, and he will be looking for this AA as well, possibly. Or actually, no, he's going to be chasing after the Tide Hunter as the... Does need one more blink to get in range. We will see it. Just Slardar goes in, going on the Windrunner, and Anti-Mage's going to say, alright, well, I'll just go in this AA instead, maybe. He's actually just going to blink out. But Anti-Mage, with that buyback, losing a lot of gold.
Oh, nice job there by Chin, sending the Windrunner back to base, saving the Windrunner's life, but now may have cost himself his own. As you see Slardar going in, getting a stun here, then an H Apparition ultimate onto the Chin's going to pick up the kill there. Sharky picks up the kill. That's going to give Sharky 740 gold now with his Blink Dagger in his treads, with his Magic Wand and Bracer. I like seeing the Bracer. We were talking about that earlier when the Panda, we were talking about the way Panda picks up Bracers early game for that little bit of extra survivability.
Yeah, it is a nice little early game item, just so cheap and so effective. And if you're going to get them, you want to. I mean, getting them early is obviously the time to do it, and it does make the laning stage a lot more in your favor. And I mean, against an Anti-Mage especially, Anti-Mage, and you see Anti-Mage who rushed straight into B Fury. He suffered because of the fact that Slardar just went this early game build with Treads and Bracer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I just think the Battle Fury right off the bat really, really hurt. Like, if you would have gone a Vanguard or even a Hood Vite Booster. I think your survivability, I think his farm would even be better at this rate. And at this point.
Yeah, and this game is just so back and forth. MUFC up 4 kills, but they are down a lot of towers. Viper now with that BKB finish looks to be going for a Manta style, and that BKB is going to be absolutely crucial in these upcoming fights. But as said, this Mineski team, it's a lot of physical damage. They've got the Weaver ultimate to make them more durable to physical damage, and I mean, basically means their physical damage is a lot more, but they haven't actually got all that many nukes or nukes that they're relying on here, so I'm not sure if that BKB is going to make a massive difference in these upcoming team fights.
Yeah, absolutely. You do see that Yasha picked up now by the Animation. So he has his Yasha, B-Fury, Vlad's, and Treads, along with 1,000 gold. So you do see some pretty decent CS coming out of him. Now it looks like bottom. Oh, a Hex is going to go down, and then a stun follows it up, and it looks like the VS is going to go down, or the Windrunner is going to go down there. Nature's Prophet actually picks up the last hit on it.
Yeah, and really nice play by Prophet there. He used those treants to scout where the Windrunner was TPing, and he didn't allow him to get the vision to get that sheep off before Windrunner actually TP'd out. And we will see, it looks like Slaughter for a BKB. He's on his way, got that Ogre Axe up. And what is Prophet going for next? Prophet also going for a BKB apparently, or possibly just an Ag Scepter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be the Ag Scepter. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is the BKB.
It is very useful for keeping lanes pushed out. And if MUFC do transition into, I mean, once they've got their BKBs, they've got their key items, they're going to start transitioning into sort of starting to push down some towers, and Ags on Prophet will definitely help to do so. Maybe going to see even MUFC go for Roshan if they do pick off a few heroes, get a good fight. They may just try to take Roshan as well, as we do see a couple of Chen's creeps getting taken out. Slada blinks on the Chen. This is a great decision by MUFC. They want to kill that Chen first before he does use any of those heals. Chen gets swapped out. Ravage. We're going to see Chen get as well. Heals himself. Like, great force up and a huge shackle shot. We do see Slada gets taken out. That shackle shot was another one to be talked about for a while, as wow. Chen gets saved somehow. And we will see Viper in a bit of trouble as well. He pops a BKB TP, but he gets taken out. Windrunner with a double kill, and 3 MUFC heroes get taken out. Wow.
Game changing.
That was huge. I mean, I think MUFC have the right idea. They need to kill that Chen. The mech, the ultimate heal is basically making it really hard for them to kill anyone. But the problem is there's also the Dazzle who can back up with heals and Grave. There's also the Vengeful Spirit who can swap him out. All these Mineski heroes are just so hard to kill. They can't really rely on focus fire, because whoever they focus fire will get healed, swapped, graved. They basically just got to make sure that they're spreading the damage around. They're just making sure that they're not actually overextending on one single hero. And wow, this tier 3 tower is going to go down very, very quickly. Tide, no Ravage. Tide has picked up a gem, but no Ravage at this fight. No AA ultimate up anymore. Prophet with his ultimate on cooldown, and the tier 3 tower will go down, and possibly the Rax at middle as Antimates now with a Manta style. Slada goes in. Slada in a lot of trouble. There's the Shadow Priest ultimate. This Shadow Priest ultimate is just so powerful, and is going to basically allow Mineski to take down this middle Rax. They take out the Nature's Prophet, and what can MUFC do in response here, Charms?
Not really anything they can do right now. Like the Anti-Mage being able to go in here, so he's actually going to pick up the kill there on the Slaughter. A little bit of a misplay by Sharky staying out that far. Like, he wasn't able to do anything. He should have just ran back real quick and healed while he still had Sprint on. And it looks like now they may be able to get the Rax here, but they do have the AA ultimate. Did hit 4 of them, so they are going to have to back up a bit. Jules having to back way up there. Shallow Grave's going to save his life. And Chin taking a lot of damage here from KYXY. It looks like one more attack. Yes, he is going to pick up the kill there on the Chin. Vengeful Spirit's going to pick up the kill there on 2F and go to the Anti-Mage is going to last hit the Tide Hunter. Wow. Wow.
No fear.
No fear.
He blinked in on 80 HP. I'm clicking him. He has 80 HP. And he blinks into the middle of the fight.
No fear.
What are you thinking as an anti-mage? Like, when you have 80 HP, logically speaking, you're not going to blink into a fight. He blinked in, popped his ultimate, started auto-attacking the Tide, popped Manta, and just got 3 kills or something there. That is some ballsy play coming out of Jules.
Wow, really nice play here by Jules. May have not agreed with his build, but I mean, they're doing what they got to do. They got both set of racks there. 31 minutes in and got 4 full racks. Jules maybe in some trouble. No, wow, they're going to save him too? No way. It's unbelievable. No, they are actually. Sharky is going to pick up the kill there. A little bit late on the heal there by Chen. And now it looks like the Vengeful Spirit's actually going to go down as well there.
Yeah, but before he died, he actually dropped the gem and destroyed it. So he didn't allow MUFC to retake that gem. He did destroy it, and it looks like MUFC down the mid racks here may look to take Roshan. They are pinging it. Sharky wants to go Rosh, as Anti-Mage is forced to defend this bottom lane. This could be an easy Rosh for MUFC if they decide to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think MUFC can pick this up easily here, but being down these 2 racks, it's just with Mineski's squad, they're going to be able to pressure their lanes, and then if they split up this MUFC side, I think Mineski wins the fights even easier. I think a lot of MUFC's teams based around their like team fight based around that Ravage and that AA Ultimate and that Slardar Blink stun. Oh,
I mean, they're down the racks and they're against an Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage who's just about to hit level 22 has Anti-Mage isn't that farmed. I mean, he's bought back at least 2, maybe 3 times this game, so he's spent a lot of gold buying back. He's been picked off a few times, but I mean, it's still an Anti-Mage, and he's going to get farmed eventually. He's going to pick up that next big item soon, possibly go for a heart or maybe a butterfly. But really, he's going to just get so out of control, and they can just have him pushing a side lane and just go for some split pushes. As long as Anti-Mage doesn't get picked off, it's going to be very, very hard for MUFC to come back here, but definitely possible.
Yeah, I think MUFC, they never really had that much of an advantage, even when it felt like it, because Mineski was pushing lanes, and they were getting that extra gold and taking that little bit of an advantage. So even when I guess the kills were going in the way of MUFC and the team fights early on were going in the way of MUFC, that gold bonus from pushing their early outside towers really, really benefited Mineski.
Yep. Yep, and we do see Winrun actually picks up a Scythe of Vise of his own, and Dazzle with a Ghost Scepter, 4-stuff, and Ags. Wow, that's a lot of farm on a Dazzle.
Yeah, it is.
And one hero that Mineski, I would never have guessed them picking up a Dazzle to fit into their playstyle. I mean, this is a kind of Mineski playstyle that isn't often seen from them. I mean, going with a hard carry and the sort of mass heal sort of backup, like the Dazzle, the Vengeful Spirit, the Chen, the 3 heroes who can... 3 support heroes. I mean, I say Dazzle's a support hero, but he's obviously being played as a solo, but basically, I mean, playing a very different style to what that you normally see from them when they do go for the Bottle Crow, the DK, the Queen of Pain picks, these sort of spamming heroes. But in this game, they're just going for a conventional hard carry plus healer kind of strat and really working well for it. So Mineski showing that they are a very versatile team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is not the playstyle me and you talked about before the game. We were talking about what we might see them go, and this is not even close to it. But we do see the Ancient Apparition here engaged on, and yeah, that Anti-Mage is going to pick up the kill there quite quickly. I mean, the Ancient Apparition just kind of exploded. Swap stun.
Yeah, and this fight is not going to go well for MUFC. We're going to see Dazzle pop that ultimate, and that's going to be so powerful. Level 3 ultimate with Ag Scepter. Just watch the MUFC armor just tick down lower and lower. MUFC, and by the time Mineski engage, they're going to be at like minus 20 armor here, and that's going to be very, very ugly for them, as we are going to see just so much damage dealt by this Anti-Mage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got his Reaver now, and you see a Blink stun coming here by Sharky, but Sharky's just going to fall over quite quickly. And it looks like your boys, Mineski, are going to move on here as they have a huge advantage.
Yeah, I'm clicking there like Prophet. Prophet got to minus 30 armor there. It's just ridiculously strong, that Dazzle ultimate, and we will see Anti-Mage pick up another kill on this Viper. Viper with no buyback, I believe, and this will be pretty much GG as Mineski take out the bottom racks.
It seemed like the game was so close there for a while, and then Mineski just took huge control.
Yeah, it was that fight at mid where MUFC went on that Chen and they didn't actually kill the Chen.
Yeah,
and
between the tier 1 and tier 2 towers.
Mineski got 3 kills out of it.
100% agree. And you know what saved that Chen that fight? A 4-staff from the Windrunner.
Yeah, that's what was so incredible. That 4-staff allowed Chen to get both mech and ultimate off. Without that 4-staff, Chen wouldn't have got mech off, wouldn't have got the ulti
in the other direction if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's game on. But nope, Mineski win that fight, and that was the pivotal moment. Yeah, as Mineski, I'm happy, man. That was an awesome way to start the tournament.
Wow. Wow, what a good first game, man.
That could have been a grand finals, and I'd be happy.
Yeah, I would be 100% content with that.
So Mineski, the first winners of the Malaysia DotA Invitational Tournament, they're going to go on to the winner bracket semi-final where they face the winner of Orange and Neolution Esport. And a little look over there, guys. Go tune in. It's on Purge's stream, which is the Invitational stream number 2. He's